Hey. G'day mate, how's it going? I'm Caddlebear, and welcome to Orwell. I will just start the game in a moment. Just give it a minute. Give it a minute. Thank you for ensuring the safety of the nation's people. Your registration is now complete. Sorry, there was personal information I had, that I couldn't show. We got ourselves a little Freedom Plaza. Yeah. I have played this first episode, but I will try and not be spoilery. It's really interesting. I mean, I loved it and wanted to stream it. I just wanted to. Because it was so much fun. So much fun. Such a nice place. A nice place. And it's Freedom Plaza. Who wouldn't like to be in Freedom Plaza? Police record found. Kinda suspicious. Kinda suspicious. I do like this is set in the not too distant future, you know? Just 2 months from now. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. That is the very definition of not good. Episode 1. You're online. Good. Call me Symes. I'll be your advisor on Orwell. Together we will form both the first and the last line of defense against terrorism. Okay, Symes. I got you. I got you. For this test phase, you're one of the first people to try out the Orwell system under real circumstances. Selected from thousands of applicants from across the globe. I don't remember genuinely applying. I mean, I just put my email address in. Normally, congratulations would be in order, but as you can see from that footage, there has been an incident. So let's get started. I've activated the reader tool for you. Thank you, Symes. I appreciate it. Its purpose is storing bookmarks to online websites and documents for easy access, and to highlight when there is new information to be investigated. Okay. Pretty straightforward. First, I want you to be informed of the situation. Our leading newspaper, the National Beholder, will bring you up to speed. Okay, so this game is just reading. Like, lots and lots of reading. So I apologize for the amount of reading I am going to do. Okay, so we go to the reader tool. There we go. There we go. Feel free to browse the National Beholder. I've activated the profiler. Open the unknown person file once you're done. Okay, Symes, will do. So, we got the homepage here. Well, the headlines page, actually. The leading newspaper of the nation. Fast, precise, honest. Bomb obliterates Freedom Memorial and kills 3. Bonton. Explosion destroys the Freedom Memorial in Bonton. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. Authorities receive strange letter. So let's read some more. Let's get some information on this story. April 13th, 2017. Detonation destroys the Freedom Memorial in Bonton. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. Terrorist ambition suspected as a mysterious letter reaches authorities. Explosion obliterated the Freedom Memorial in Bonton, leaving nothing but rubble behind. Photo, UMP. Bonton. At approximately 7:50 PM on Wednesday evening, an explosive device detonated at the Freedom Plaza in Bonton. According to official reports, 3 people were killed and at least 5 bystanders were severely wounded. The Freedom Memorial was nearly completely destroyed. Police forces closed off the area immediately. Experts believe the attack was an act of terror. with police confirming that the explosive device was homemade and triggered from a short distance away using a cell phone signal. Police reports also confirm that several hours earlier, an anonymous letter containing the first three stanzas of the German folk song Die Gedanken sind frei, The Thoughts Are Free, had reached local authorities. Prime Minister Blaine immediately issued a public press statement firmly condemning the assault and put the nation on high alert until the perpetrators have been brought to justice. JP. Is that the author? I'm not sure. Not sure. Okay, so we got that story. And negotiations in Triflif have failed. I assume all of these stories are connected in the plot. I don't know, but I assume they are. Pargesian president aborts negotiations with opposition, violent riots in Triflif. Blaine encourages renewal. Violent riots are all too common in the shattered city of Triflif. Photo, Press. Triflif. Peace negotiations in the riot-ridden Pargesian capital city, Triflif, have been aborted without any result last night. Independent sources report that President Kassat abruptly cut off communication with opposition representatives as the latter presented a tangible plan for the organisation of re-elections. The news about the premature cancellation of the negotiations caused thousands of people to resume demonstrations in the capital. It has been reported that demonstrators wearing hoods threw incendiary material into shop windows and onto cars. The police struggled to keep the situation under control. Prime Minister Blaine stated his worries about the negative developments regarding the political situation of the neighbouring country and has requested both sides to resume diplomatic discussions. Okay, got some turmoil going on over there in Pargesia. And, in what is an odd story to have, movie shooting completed. Hilbury, a shooting of Grey Shadows saga lasting 4 years finalised. Third part of the saga to hit movie theatres next Valentine's Day. Let's read about this, shall we? Shooting of the Grey Shadows saga has finalised. Third part of the saga to hit movie theatres next Valentine's Day. An updated version of the official poster was posted by the director, Image Sumishi Aran, Rhubarb Productions. Hilbury. After a lengthy shoot in the hills of Bonton, self-proclaimed visionary director Sumishi Aran announced that filming of his eagerly awaited romantic drama, 100 Grey Shadows, has finally come to an end, and announced via his Timelines profile yesterday. The brash director said he was eager to begin post-production and the final editing stages before the conclusion to the Grey Shadows series would hit the cinemas on Valentine's Day next year. The third and final chapter in the Grey Shadows saga, previous releases being A Grey Shadow and Another Grey Shadow, was announced to be released almost 4 years ago, but was postponed numerous times due to production problems. Fans have speculated that this was largely due to the breakdown of Hollywood power couple Betty Avon and Mike McDeal, who have had long-lasting quarrels during the filming as a result. One production hand was reported to say that these spats were getting out of control, and that completion of any scene featuring both actors was nothing short of pulling teeth. When we reached out to Rhubarb Productions to get a comment, they declined the rumours and claimed that, them to be mere speculation. Yeah, it didn't happen. That's from HH. I don't know who HH is. Possibly a wrestler who's lost an H? I don't know. Okay, so we've got this unknown person here. The profiler holds all known information on those we investigate. The file you have opened is for our main suspect. The blue-haired woman that the CCTV footage shows before the assault is no stranger to the police. Take a look at the arrest record. Okay. So, arrest record. That in here? It's in here. Okay, it's in here. The highlighted elements in the record are pieces of data that are able to be extracted. We call these elements data chunks. Good night, Ambercore. Getting a little late there? Sorry, I was going to stream earlier, but I had issues with really noisy neighbors. I just couldn't. But it's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. And I'm totally playing Orwell because you told me it was awesome. I tried it and it was awesome. Bought the game. Thank you, Ambercore. Going to stream the whole game. Not today, but you know. Hey Zugs, how you doing? Okay, the highlighted elements in the record are pieces of data that are able to be extracted. We call these elements data chunks. Hovering over data chunks will reveal their relevance to the case and any connections or information it may influence. Oh, it's only 225. Well, you're just lazy then. Jeez, lazy. Drag and drop all data chunks from the police database into a profile to upload them to our servers. Let's see. Her name. We want her name. We definitely want her name. I mean, that seems important. Names are relevant. And I guess we'll take this photo. Very good. Pictures and names are crucial information for Orwell to identify a person. Yeah, I got the whole game. I played it and it was just awesome and I wanted to play more. Like, I couldn't imagine not buying the game after playing the first episode. Information in documents can only become a data chunk when it can clearly be assigned to a target person. Add the reason for Miss Watergate's prior arrest that has been unlocked. We'll need this info to progress. You need this? Yeah, this. Okay, and there's a related document. Good. With the data you extracted from the police record, a new document can now be accessed. I'll do that in a minute. Now let me ask you a question. Do you believe in coincidence? I do not. Find data revealing where she attacked the police officer and you'll see what I mean. Oh, Ambercore. Oh, no, the game's not even out fully. Ambercore, I remembered the name of the other game I was talking about, if you happen to still be here. It's called Replica. I'm actually going to type that in the chat. Yeah, that is the name of the game I was talking about. Okay, so let's see. Suspect was arrested on site after Officer Franklin had been struck by an unknown object and became unresponsive. The protesters at the origin of the assault were forcibly moved, where the suspect was found kneeling and weeping on the group. I think they mean ground. Possibly. When asked to lay on the ground with her hands behind her back, the suspect cooperated immediately. Yeah, it's a cool game. It's not very long, but it is similar in some ways to this. Okay, so we need to find the other thing that we're talking about. This one. Okay. Is this woman a terrorist? July 25th, 2016. Woman allegedly injured a police officer 2 weeks ago, remains in custody. Trial scheduled for August. Cassandra W., simple processor or anti-governmental terrorist. Photo, Bontton Central Police Department. I've already got that photo. Bontton, the case that keeps the media and the public guessing. Cassandra W., pictured above, who had allegedly injured a police officer severely 2 weeks ago, is still being held in police custody. The young woman is accused of having hit the victim's head with a large brick. Where would you get a brick from? That is really reasonable. I'm considering picking it up after I finish this. Don't want to try and work through too many games. The incident occurred during a rampage at the Freedom Plaza as part of a demonstration against the newest amendments to the government's model project, the Safety Bill. What's the Safety Bill? Protest at the Freedom Plaza turned violent 2 weeks ago. Photo, JP/TMB. Okay, Zugs. You have fun. I will catch you later. Due to the chaotic nature of the scene, police have not yet been able to connect the crime to the accused. Cassandra W., who is an artist by profession, has denied the accusations completely and has asked her fans to show their support. A trial has now been scheduled for mid-August. The case received nationwide attention when Catherine Delacroix, Secretary of Security, labelled the alleged perpetrator alongside the other riders as anti-governmental terrorists. JP. Okay. So, we've got the location. The exact same location as the assault. Then she turns up right there before the explosion. Surely not a coincidence. Well, you know, could be. Could be. As you know, Miss Watergate is still running around freely. We should find out why. We should also gather more background information on her. I want to know who we're really dealing with. Okay, well, she's an artist. So, there's that. There you go. Oh yes, one who does street art by blowing memorials to pieces by any chance? Yeah, that's exactly what she's listed as. Good, good. We've just got her. We've got her. Totally done. Great, you've found another document. Before we go on, let's clarify your job and how it affects mine, shall we? Okay, you seem only interested in how it affects your job, but whatever. You've extracted all the information I already knew about Miss Watergate. Starting now, I'm going into this case blind. Okay? The Orwell Ethical Codex dictates that investigators like yourself are the only ones allowed to access the documents of target persons. Advisors like me only get to see the data provided by the investigators, who will then draw conclusions and request action. Your primary job is to provide information you deem important, never give away incorrect or misleading data. You may hit disable on a data chunk you do not want to pass on to Orwell, however some data chunks might be necessary to progress on the case. So, I'm curious if I can actually, like, mislead them into getting the wrong solution to this. Like, just in the end. Because if I get the information wrong and pass on the wrong information, wouldn't that mean that they've then got the wrong stuff? It's just interesting. So we're going to find these new bits of information they got for us, though. Cassandra's Port. Portfolio. Wonder if that's actually a website. Should be a website. It's a cool name for a website. Harboring outstanding art. Welcome to the port of Cassandra Watergate. Hi, I'm Cassie, a colourful inhabitant of Wonderland right behind the rainbow. I don't think that's her address. I'm just going to go on a limb and say that's not her address. Glad you found me. Finally found the courage to quit my dull day job, focus on my art career, and put my stuff on Portfolio. Below you will find a hand-picked selection of my latest works. You can browse through them by clicking on the arrows on the left and right side of the pictures below. See something you like? Why, of course you do, because it's freaking awesome, isn't it? Leave a message on my UTEL account, the Cassie92, and tell me which piece you'd like. I'm going to make a fine art print and ship it right away to your doorstep. Best thing, free of charge. Now off you go and have fun. So, does that mean that you don't pay for it at all, or you don't pay for shipping? Because she's pretty cool if she's just giving away free art. So we've got her UTEL account info. Well, just the username. Good, you found a chat handle. This will allow us to overhear any conversation on that account. The listener has now been unlocked. New conversations will appear whenever they are started. Okay. I like these pictures. These are cool pictures. My beloved furball Kikiko. Definitely the only family I need. Yep, that beauty's me. I was never sure about the title though. The Business's Forgotten Daughter. Or Victim of Traditionalism in Pink? What do you think? Okay, so that suggests she's the daughter of entrepreneurs. Let's go with that. Okay, and a Christmas present for my darling. This was actually meant to be a private piece, but oh well. I'd have a hard time keeping it to myself. In a relationship. Yeah, we'll go with that. In a relationship. Though that is not a very nice looking picture. That just isn't that nice looking. I'm gonna be honest. Okay. Quit previous job to focus on an art career. Okay. That could be useful. Could be useful. Interesting. We should find out what job that was. I'm going to disable the Wonderland location. You know, just in case. Oh, we got the listener. We got the listener. Have a little chat going. Hey, you. Hey, Joss. I can't seem to find my credit card. I assume you took it, right? You got me, Sherlock. These people take forever to type. I'm in the middle of buying all of Bonton with that platinum card I lifted from your desk. Can't stop me now. Well, luckily for you, I don't mind you going on a splurge as long as you pick up some wine for dinner. Wine? What does Joseph Langley, my fearless attorney and all-round badass, have in mind this time? Probably just a business call from one of his favourite clients. Actually, yes, that is exactly what's going to happen. Very serious business, Cassandra. I thought as much. Type faster. Guess I better pick up shitloads of wine. You'll have to get this client of yours pretty buzzed to handle all that business. One bottle should be fine. She's a lightweight. It's annoying. It's like, come on, hurry up. I just want to see what you're doing. Oh, whatever. I guess I shouldn't pick up some of those party pills from Big Pharma, aka my parents, then. Oh, come on. I was only teasing. Speaking of your parents, when are you going to tell them about us? Yeah, maybe gotta go now. I'll text you later. Yeah, that's just someone that doesn't want to tell their parents. That's exactly someone who does not want to tell their parents. She is embarrassed. Or something. So, not sure stealing a credit card from your boyfriend counts as something noteworthy, since I'm not sure it's theft either. Okay, let's drag this. Let's drag this. You now have a profile for a related person. It can be accessed via the profiler. Data chunks will only appear for targeted persons and can only be extracted into their relevant profiles. Also, thank you for making me feel old, Ambricor, because, you know, back in the old days when I went to school, we didn't really have, you know, mobile phones that we could text on. Big Pharma, aka my parents then. So, daughter of pharmaceutical entrepreneurs. There we go. Watergate, pharma entrepreneurs? That does ring a bell. Yeah, Google will probably be able to tell you. Or, this game's version of Google. So we've got a couple of articles here. Let's go to this one. Procedure closing raises manipulation suspicions. August 10th, 2016. This is after Cassandra was arrested, which was in July. Orwell informs me you just encountered conflicted data chunks. Whenever the content of two data chunks are at odds with one another, those will be shown as conflicted. Makes sense, makes sense. When you extract one of the data chunks containing a conflict, the others will become invalid immediately. I'd highly recommend that you clarify the context of the conflict before you proceed, though this is your decision. Once the information has been passed, there is no way to reverse your choice. Okay. Investigation into the malicious injury of a police officer has been dropped due to lack of evidence. Speculated that the accused parents manipulated the trial. That's speculation, though. Bonton. The case that has been at the centre of media attention for the last month has finally come to an end. Cassandra W. was acquitted of the alleged assault against a police officer before the trial took place, with the case being closed due to lack of evidence. Yesterday. However, the case might be reopened should new evidence be discovered. The suspect's lawyer, Joseph Langley, pictured above, this guy, welcomed this outcome. At no point has there ever been any valid evidence that my client was guilty. No point at all, the revered defense attorney commented during a post-trial press gathering. The defense successfully brought video evidence depicting the incident in question, which eventually turned the tide of the proceedings. Meanwhile, the relatives of the victim expressed their disappointment on hearing the result of the lawsuit. Oh god. Yeah, that was super fun, you know, having to just press multiple times, and then, you know, if you screwed up, you failed on your letter. You just failed. They openly voiced their concerns that the wealthy family of the accused might have influenced the outcome in her favour. The victim, a father of 2 young sons, was rushed into hospital after the incident in mid-July, where he is still in an induced coma, unresponsive to treatment. GS. So, now, it was closed due to lack of evidence. And the family of the guy that ended up in a coma has suggested that her parents might have influenced the outcome, but the problem with that is that's just them saying, well, that's what he did. There's no proof, so I'm gonna go look elsewhere for a minute. I'm gonna go look elsewhere to see if I can find anything else that will unlock anything else that will get me relevance. So we got Watergate Pharmaceuticals. They got some products here. Watergate Pharmaceuticals enriches lives with our industry-leading range of products, making an important contribution to your well-being. Below you will find a small selection of our most popular products. So they've got cough drops that fight against irritation of the throat based on natural herbs, activating pills against migraines and strong headaches, medication that increases concentration and cerebral performance, medication for the alleviation of arthritic joint pain, antidepressant to help stabilize your emotions, all-round painkiller that dissolves in water, and soothing pills for a good night's rest against occasional sleeping problems and for acute application when suffering from insomnia. I decided not to read all those names because, you know, that one was awful. Which is a hexotyl. Or a hexotyl forte. Let's see. There was more, right? Yeah. Watergate Pharmaceuticals is currently looking for suitable candidates for the following positions. Please address all applications to Josephine Macard. Josephine, difficult name. Head of HR at jobs@watergate-pharma.tna. Chief Operating Officer, Ku. We are urgently looking for a Chief Operating Officer to replace the retired, formerly appointed predecessor. What we expect? Many years of work experience in a leading management position, preferably in the pharmaceutical industry. Deep knowledge of the pharmacy market. Master's degree in business economics or similar. Language proficiency in English, French, and Chinese desirable. That is very specific. A traditionally oriented character with a mindset that is nevertheless open for new challenges. A competitive and motivated spirit. I'm not going to read the rest of this. Research internship. Okay. Doesn't seem relevant at the moment, but they must have given this to me for a reason, because they don't just give you information for no reason. So there's her parents. Oh. Okay. So we got this. So she was a junior chief operational officer? Possibly? Corporate operational officer? I don't know what COO actually stands for. It told me before, but I forgot. Appointed to be COO of a pharmaceutical company, probably by one of her parents, yeah. Being an artist and a junior COO seems quite odd. She also mentioned she quitted our job, didn't she? Mm-hmm. And she is daughter to Alice and Bruno. I have to admit, I didn't actually get my first cell phone or mobile phone, whatever you want to call them. We call them mobile phones here. I know in some places they call them cell phones. It's just odd. But I didn't get mine until I was like 21 because I didn't really need it. You know, I wasn't greatly doing anything that required it. Documents that you have already reviewed may be updated from time to time as events unfold. The reader will notify you when that happens. Okay. The National Beholder just published a new article. You may want to take a look and see if there's any new information available. I do want to take a look. Oh, okay. Oh god, Bane. Bane. But I don't hear any mentions of the drill being broken, or taking hostages or anything, so I can't see him as Bane. And now I can't not see him as Bane. I hate you. Where's this story? Here. Crime rate continues to drop. Bonton, the Ministry of Security has presented latest numbers on crime statistics in the country. Never before had there been so few violent crimes. Oh, that's good. The Ministry of Security has presented latest numbers on crime statistics in the country. Never before. Yeah. Delacroix gave a press conference early this morning. A photo, Ministry of Security. The thermal drill. God. Hey, the drill stopped working. Look, the drill stopped working. Oh yeah. Hey, guess what? The drill stopped working. Gotta fix that drill. Ugh. Hate you, Bane. On Thursday morning, the Ministry of Security published the new crime statistic report for the preceding year. According to the report, the number of recorded criminal offences decreased by 4.8% in comparison to last year. Crime rates have been continuously declining over the past several years, as a direct result of the implementation of the safety bill. Secretary of Security Catherine Delacroix appeared very pleased by these numbers, and declared this development an outstanding result of successful safety policy. When confronted with the recent assault in Bonton, she once again admitted the ambitious goals of the government have not yet been accomplished. She further mentioned that activities are currently being established which will have a considerable impact preventing further incidents. So she's probably talking about Orwell there. Activities established that will have a considerable impact. I think she's talking about Orwell. So, crimes per 100,000 population. So it was going up until 2008. Then it started going down. But I'd like to point out, it was already going down when the party was elected into government. It was already going down. Like, just before they got elected into government. Which suggests that the improvement in the crime rate, you know, the reduction, could actually be attributed to whatever the previous government did at the end. Although there was a sharper turn there. So, I don't know. But that's the way it is. If you're in power, you can always claim that the good stuff is yours and the bad stuff is from the previous government. The Safety Bill is a collection of safety-centered laws and statutes created with the ultimate goal to protect the freedom of the nation's citizens. Central to the Safety Bill is the simplified, sped-up process of taking investigative measures against criminal suspects and their prosecution, as well as the provision of an increased budget for safety-related expenses. Orwell. The Safety Bill also paved the way for stricter regulations concerning immigration and general travel into or transiting through the nation. It also became mandatory to inform employers whenever an applicant or employee is an ex-convict or otherwise regarded potentially dangerous. It wasn't previously mandatory to mention that you're an ex-convict? Since the Safety Bill has come into effect in 2011, the total numbers of acts of crime and terrorism committed have been decreasing continuously, and the trend is ongoing to date. Okay, and that's the one... Oh. So there was the Pages peacekeeping mission. The terrorist incident of 2008 was the terrible consequence of the premature retreat of our troops from Pages. Region torn by civil unrest for years by the order of the previous government. To fix our predecessors' mistakes, the party, when elected in 2009, immediately made preparations to send our highly reliable soldiers back to safeguard the region for the good of the inhabitants of both countries alike. After the Pages peacekeeping mission had been signed in 2011, our troops were sent off to the neighbouring country to perform tasks including the distribution of aid packages containing food in addition to health and hygiene products to the mostly impoverished population, the rebuilding of infrastructure, particularly hospitals and schools, upholding the law and public order alongside the removal of war relics such as anti-personnel mines or unexploded bombshells, training local police and military forces due to recent stabilisation in the Pages, we have been able to reduce the number of station forces while leaving the overall goals of the peacekeeping mission intact. So, clearly there's something going on with Parches in relation to the bombing. I just assume they're connected because they've got this story for me, and if it wasn't connected, why would they tell me? So, projects. Is this where I just, yes, this is where I just was. Oh, hang on. There's another page. There's other pages. Is there anything relevant? I'm just looking for something relevant. I don't care about the Prime Minister or the Secretary of Economy and Trade. I'm sure they're very nice people. So, maybe I need to do something else. Yeah, looks like I need to do something else. I probably need to solve this conflict. I didn't get the information I was hoping for, but... Oh, hang on. There's something in company it wants from me. Jobs? There. See, the game gives you little hints. Or maybe I was wrong and nothing stays in the family. Ouch. This is probably what she meant about quitting her job. Good. Okay. So now what does the game want me to do right now? The game wishes for me to find the reason why the investigation against Cassandra was closed. Okay. Is there something else here? Ah, okay, there is, yeah. There is a picture. I can change her picture. Is that actually the same person? Yeah, you know, a little bit of hair dye. Slight change in hairstyle. No, I don't want to deal with that. So it's this one. Okay. So I have to say it's lack of evidence. I mean, realistically, it's lack of evidence. Because there's no evidence. Criminal case closed due to lack of evidence. Whereas this one's like, parents resolved to legal means to close the target person's criminal case. I have no proof of that. I mean, it's just people saying that that might have happened. So, you have to go with lack of evidence. You just have to. This is what I figured. A pity that the CTV feed did not actually help. Maybe it will today. Currently, I'm thinking that our Miss Watergate underwent quite a radical change. Don't you agree? I do agree. It's suspicious. Let's find out what happened in between those two lives of hers. What may have caused this radical shift? Probably a boy. Nah. Cassandra's timeline. You're invited to tea inside the rabbit hole. Cassandra Watergate, pop artist and free thinker. Birthday, September 13th, 1992. So she is 24. Interests, art, music, and activism. If you list activism as an interest, chances are it's not actually destructive activism, because it would be stupid to list that. But we'll put it there, Art, music, activism, what a lineup. So that just goes to her personality. The targets, painting, Alice in Wonderland, and my cat, Kikiko. I actually got the impression that she did like Alice in Wonderland. It was pretty obvious. One moment. Okay. So, got a bunch of timeline posts here on her timeline, you know. So, from the 1st of March 2017, I think we should start at the bottom. Because that's the older stuff. And it doesn't read as well if you start from the bottom. Okay, let's not start from the bottom. Let's start from the top. People do take pride in all sorts of twisted shit, that's very true. Yeah. Woohoo! First day in freedom. Far away from the shackles of Watergate Farmer. 12 likes, 2 comments. This is Jake, who I assume is her friend, who I cannot drag. So apparently he's not important. This is all from March 1st here. What? Who's going to pay for your stuff now? Mummy and Daddy won't like this. Listen, Jake, I'm not Daddy's little girl anymore. My art already got me a lot of money, more than enough to pay all my bills. Don't you worry about me. Then, January 29th, 2017. Despised puppets of the state, you have finally managed to destroy us entirely. There is nothing left to do but to congratulate you. These are my personal wishes to you from the deepest abyss of my heart. Fuck all of you government lackeys. Most painfully, Cassandra. I wonder what happened then to make her post that. It's possible she got a speeding ticket. I mean, people overreact for all sorts of shit. You just don't know. And people are crazy online. Okay, so we got Mary Bly here. Sweetie, what is the matter? That totally doesn't sound like you. We haven't hung out for ages. You gotta get out from time to time. You feel much better. Mary, just shut your freaking mouth, okay? I'm not in the mood for your stupid act. I told you again and again. I cannot deal with this right now. Okay, you know what? I'm really sorry that I still care about my best friend, no matter how often she decides to give me the cold shoulder, but in that case, that's in the past now. So, there's a conflict with another data chunk in this timeline. We'll get to that in a minute. But Cassandra appears to have become a little bitchier to her friends. You know? Cassandra is in a relationship with Joseph Langley, not a member. Okay. That is her lawyer. And we were already sure of that because he was mentioned by name earlier. With her lawyer, might be noteworthy. The Beholder actually wrote about me being freaking redeemed with this shit. But surprise, surprise, they had to mention the speculations over my parents buying me out. Makes the click counts go boom, doesn't it? Yeah, clickbait, you know. But, you know, if there was speculation, they should mention it, because, you know. At least you're redeemed now. Want to blow off some steam together with a little late night shopping tour? At Mary, not today. I have a date this evening. Ooh, who is the lucky one? Didn't even reply. Did not reply to her friend. Shh. Case closed. This was on the 9th of August. That was on the 10th of August. So the story came out the day after. Yeah. Congratulations. I never had any doubts about it. Well, we've got Harrison over here. Harrison O'Donnell. Clearly isn't talking much to her later. Doesn't comment on her stuff. But Jake's not commenting on his stuff now, so I don't know. Kiddo, you're my heroine, in both the heroic and the drug way. 1,000 cams on the plaza, but no proof. We've shown the world this dirty surveillance machinery only exists to intimidate and to mislead the people into believing false promises. Cams for safety, one big lie. We got Juliet Carrington. Wow, I'm so happy for you. I knew everything would be okay in the end. Shall we have an awesome Cassandra Freedom Party on Friday? Thank you guys, I'm so happy. I'm sure you heard the load fall off my mind. At Harrison, yeah, I will totally write an article on our blog. At Juliet, of course, I am so in. What about this blog? Can I get information on the blog? Welcome back, Zugs. Welcome back. We're just trying to work out what Cassandra did, if anything. That concert was amazing. So amazing that I just had to give my hair a little makeover. So without further ado, how do you like it? So she changed her hair after the concert. in July. In July. Oh my god, what happened to your beautiful hair? Why didn't you ask me before going to a stylist? We could have gone together. So Mary's a tiny bit clingy. And there's Jake again. Cassie's going punk. Did Mummy and Daddy agree with that? Probably not. But whatever. Looks nice. That's a whole new you. You'll also need a new name then. What about Cassafis? That is an awful name. We should not call her Cassafis. That's clever. Me likey. So henceforth, Cassandra shall be known to the world as Cassafis. Yeah. Had her alias name suggested to her by Juliet Carrington. Okay, let's grab that. And who doesn't like peanut butter? Well, apart from people that are like allergic to peanuts. Because, you know, an alias name. You know people on the web, so many names, so many identities. No, I do not. People only use one name on the internet. Yeah. It's very serious business. It's always good to record every alias. Then we can match data chunks to target persons whenever they're using them. That's the spirit, kiddo. Now I'd like to invite you to our little activist group. If you want to join us, it would be nice to have you with us for the protest on the Freedom Plaza on Friday. Ooh, the Freedom Plaza. An activist group? Is it anything more specific? I don't know, I didn't bother looking. Okay, so this is from June 28th, like 2 weeks before that? Well, 9 days? 9 days? 8 days? Quickly did that little rhyme to remember how many days are in June. That's what my life has become. Just discovered this hot new band, The Targets. Man, do they rock hard. They're playing a concert in the Cell next week. Who's coming along? Mary, I'm looking at you. So they were really great friends back then. Then it seems Cassandra got into this activist group. Punk's not really my style. Sorry, Cass. Can't we just go see Cherry Chicks sometime? They are not just some punks. Their lead singer is a real cutie, and they have this cool guitarist girl. Plus, they've got a message. What's not to like? No, sorry. It's not for me. I ain't stalking anyone. That guy's stalking me. Also, you missed like 7 of my other names. But alrighty, you're the one missing out. I'll have them all for myself then. See? She said no, but she's okay with that. Still friends. Oh la la. Oui, non? Having an amazing shopping tour with my Mary, the best friend of all times, but you really should consider paying a visit to your hairstylist soon, darling. Well, that is what happens when you do my hair. Okay, so we have a conflict, and I think it's pretty easy to solve this conflict. You see, that's like a good 6 months between those things, and clearly there's been a breakdown in their relationship. It happens. Someone told me to. You know, it's fine. Someone told me to do that. How sad. Wow, that's all you've got for me? How sad? Thanks. You're the most useful person ever. Anyway, I'm doing it for our own good. Okay, so what else do I need? Nothing in here. Was there something I missed? This? Do I need this? Opposes the government vehemently. I guess, maybe? Well, Miss Watergate, we aren't too fond of you either. Okay, that didn't help. I'm missing something somewhere. One moment while I try and work out what I'm missing. Not everything, just most things, you know. What am I missing? There's something that I should be finding so I can progress the game. I don't know what it is. Oh, listener. There's a new chat. Okay. Hey, did you hear about the Freedom Plaza bombing? Yeah, don't remind me. You know I have a history with that place. Already fucking me up enough that I have to catch a bus from there every day. Too many bad memories, and now I was there just moments before this happened. Ugh. I never should have gone to that damn protest. Darling, you don't need to justify yourself to anybody, especially not me. I was so happy when Goldfields accepted me into Fort. I desperately wanted to go, to prove my worth to the cause. Okay, Ambercore, I'm just going to ignore Zogs for a minute. Think of it this way. If you would not have gone to the protest, then you never would have been wrongfully indicted, and then we would never have met. Yeah, and I would not have been called a terrorist in all the papers. You're not a terrorist, okay? Ain't I? You sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Ka-ching! Was that supposed to be my credit card in a cash register? Something like that, I guess. I hope you like, Chateau Margaux. Great, so you've decided to bankrupt me. Yes, sir. Always ready to pull the money out of innocent pockets. Anyway, I got the good stuff. Now I'm headed to my handsome boyfriend Joseph for dinner. I just got the achievement, I love wine. Here's the thing. I've got an important appointment tonight. It's surprisingly out of schedule and I can't postpone it. You've got to be kidding me. See how she's typing furiously and she misses the space? I'm very sorry, darling. We'll see each other tomorrow. You always have an appointment. She spelled appointment wrong, and there's a 1 at the end. Yeah. See, that is frustrated typing. Appointment here, appointment there, appointment every fucking where. How can you constantly do this to me? Darling, please just calm down. Have you taken your Mepharin? Yes, damn it. Is the only thing that matters to you that I'm on fucking happy pills all day? Darling, please, it's nothing like that, and you know it. So I keep my mouth shut whenever you leave me hanging. If I don't show up at this appointment, I risk losing a very important client. Fine. Don't you understand that? Oh no, I totally understand. Don't you risk losing that very important client of yours now? Cassie, don't be like that. Cassie, come on, Cassie. I get it, I guess. I'm just not an important client anymore. Oh, come on, Cassie. Going home now in case I'm getting up on that priority list of yours anytime soon. Please. Jack, this is Orwell. I am investigating Cassandra Watergate here to see if she is connected to a bombing. So I have to snoop her social media and stuff, you know. Because I'm a stalker, apparently. Or a government agent. One of those two things. I don't know. When I signed up for the program, they didn't really show me any government credentials or anything, so maybe they're not actually the government. I don't know. But Zugs, buddy. I'm not ignoring you right now. I was just ignoring you while I was trying to read all that shit. Okay, so she catches a bus from Freedom Plaza every day, which means she was there because she was catching a bus, and always does. Yeah, meaning her presence there before the bombing could be coincidence after all. I'll reserve my thoughts until you find more evidence. Goldfells. Aha, an activist group called Fort. Interesting. Maybe this is what influenced her. And who is Goldfells? I did. I actually have some stalker games. We should find something that shows her current attitude and see if we're following the right person. Like Stalker the way Ambercore has spelled it. I have those stalker games. Okay, do we have anything else here? I saw a reference. Yeah, Mepharin. What's this Mepharin? Can you look that up for me, please? Dude, do you have internet access? Like, do I have to do everything for you? Fine, I will go find what Mepharin is, because you're too lazy to Google it. I haven't actually played Stalker yet. It's on my to-do list with a lot of other games. Oh, I went to the wrong side. Sorry. Googling for guy. Products. Mepharin, there it is. Antidepressant, there. Ambercore's talking about Stalker. You extract artifacts from the radiation zone, whatever it is. I've gotten into it briefly, but I haven't really played it much. I wonder if her adverse attitude towards the assault is actually worth anything then. Perhaps emotions were high if she's reliant on this medication. Looking at what you've extracted so far, we're dealing with a potentially dangerous personality. I will indicate that to law enforcement. Torture myself with whimsies. That's an achievement, is it? I know. I will get right on to playing that, okay? After I stream this, I'm going to go play Stalker so that you don't make fun of me for not having played Stalker. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And then I'll play some Witcher. Let's see. What am I doing now? Ah, that's right. I'm invading her privacy some more. So, no. This article is private. Due to the privacy settings on this blog, archived articles are only available from direct links, not from the front page. Sorry, ask an admin of the blog to provide you with a direct link if you're interested in an archived article. Okay, so basically, none of these accessible, this one accessible. If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. George Orwell. Freedom is Unfree. Published in September 2016 by Cassafas. So this was after the whatchamacallit, the thing, the crime she committed, possibly, and after she was acquitted, so the month after. It's cams everywhere, even at the Freedom Plaza. Is it just me, or is that more than just a little bit, I don't know, ironic? That is one serious camera setup. Oh, you let me know, and I will play whichever one you say is good. Or I should play first. You probably all know me as either that blue-haired punk bitch, stupid cunt, or an anti-governmental terrorist. These are only some of the names I've been called during the criminal investigation against me. That was just because in the middle of the chaos, someone believed to have seen me hurt a police officer. It never even occurred to anybody that it wasn't me. We were there because we wanted a peaceful protest. We've always been against violence. One would assume that in an age where there are cams everywhere, it should be easy to prove whether I was at all involved or not, but it wasn't. It took weeks of investigative custody to figure out that the cam footage was actually not clearly showing anything at all. Which raises the question, why are there so many cams in the first place? The answer is intimidation only. You keep calm, quiet, and careful when there are cameras around, or you fear that there are cameras where you cannot see. When founding this blog years ago, Abraham predicted pretty much this for all of the web, and now it's in our real lives too. We have been brought to the Freedom Memorial since we were kids at school. We were told lavish tales about the founders of the nation, told to show national... I missed where I was... I don't even know what it's... Told to show national pride, and I know what you're thinking now. This thing is damn ugly. What is that donut even? The Let Freedom Ring? But the statement behind this ridiculously enormous heap of stones should be clear. In the middle of the Capitol, there is a symbol of freedom. Comprehensible symbolism for everyone, isn't it? With the cameras there, this is now the plaza of unfreedom, if anything at all. Okay, so we've got a conflict here. A conflict with something. Are Forts Still Free? Published in March 2012 by Goldfells. Probably not his real name. I propose to consider the question, are our forts still free? While this might seem to be a surprising question, in our current world of ever-growing digital surveillance, freedom of thought is no longer self-evident. Dear reader, this is a German folk song called The Forts Are Free. It goes like this. Forts are free, who can guess them? They fly like by... That doesn't even make... Oh, that does make sense, I just can't read. They fly by like nocturnal shadows. No man can know them, no hunter can shoot them. With powder and lead, forts are free. I think what I want and what delights me. Still always reticent, and as it is suitable. My wish and desire no one can deny me, and so it will always be, forts free. And if I am thrown into the darkest dungeon, all these are futile works, because my forts tear all gates and walls apart. Forts are free. When I was still young, long before I immigrated to the nation in 1993, I believed this to be a universal truth, that there are no borders for forts and no rules for what is, or is not allowed to be fought. This was not because I thought people should be so tolerant, not at all. Instead, I simply held it dear that nobody except us for ourselves really knows what is going on in our heads until we choose to reveal it. Yesterday, a question crossed my mind. If the increasing interconnectedness of humans via modern technology serves more and more as a collective memory and brain of our society, and there is an institution that is capable of monitoring every bitstream of it, hey, that's Orwell, that's all, we can monitor all of it. How can thought still be free? Is it not likely that we will communicate only under great mental reservation, to hold on to our knowledge, which means as a final consequence, we will stop thinking? Yeah, they do like to use German in this game. It is interesting. When I think of the increasingly aggressive operations of the surveillance machinery in the nation, I truly fear the answer to this question. That is why I created this blog. I want to encourage alternatives to the control and safety bigotry of this digital world. Yours sincerely, A. Goldfells. So on March 30th, 2012, a guest came along. Interesting name, by the way. Just stumbled upon your new blog, and that's some truth you tell here. The web was born in the sense of the ultimate freedom to be who you want to be. Express yourself, wasn't it? Now the gov has come to threaten this with real name policies and shit. Save your IP so they can look up who you are, so you don't say anything wrong, possibly. About time someone did something. Well, if you didn't have one before, you just gained yourself your first follower. Frankly, I'm surprised to find someone here at all. I thought nobody would ever find this blog at all. Thank you very much for your kind words, and yes, I am very delighted to have a first follower. Hello, admin. I like your things too. Could you one but now even more? What? Oh god, this is how typical people on the internet write. To get a service on search engine optimization independent. Oh, others get clicks and more money for you. It's spam. It's spam. There is spam. Yeah, there's spam. So sorry. Yeah, that's exactly how blogs work. There is spam. So where is this? Oh. Oh, hang on, it's gonna be over here, isn't it? Let me look. It's gonna be some kind of, conflict? No, there's no conflict. I'm confused. Where's the conflict? Where is the conflict? Hang on. I have an idea. What if she has... What if I keep going to the same story? She has a profile. The profile didn't help. Where's the conflict? Conflict. It's somewhere I haven't found. This guy's profile? No? Oh. I found the conflict. Don't worry, I found the conflict. Ha! Finally someone heard the grid and explosives to show how futile surveillance is. So she posted this today at 5:19 PM. There are thousands of cameras pointing to a target and the Big Bang still happens. I haven't laughed like this for ages. What now, Mrs. Delacroix? What now? Really, Cassie? You laugh at people being killed? Are you out of your mind? Okay, Zogs. Okay. You enjoy. What you having? I always like to live vicariously through other people's food. So, now, given that I have context on this, and she is currently pissed off with her boyfriend, who believes his work is more important than her, so I think that, you know, given the stuff that happened to her previously at this location, you know, with the whole thing happening, I think she is actually just angry. She's angry. So I'm not going to give them this bit. Sees assault justified for showing this futility of surveillance. I mean, I don't think that's what we need to be giving them. This is how she feels. I think this is how she genuinely feels. She's against violence. So we're gonna go with this. Huh, if you think that is her actual attitude, we might be barking up the wrong tree after all. Alright, what we found so far is all good and interesting, but I think we should be searching for something a little more concrete. We have to dig deeper. Listener. Okay. Hey, Cassie. Hi, Jules. Cassie, I just wanted to know. Your post on timelines about this assault. You really shouldn't write something like that. Really, Jules? You're not going to preach to me about this stupid post, are you? No. I just wanted to know what's wrong, Cassie. It's nothing. Just between the two of us. Yeah, that's very true, Ambercore. I mean, seriously. People say shit when they're angry, but they don't necessarily do shit. I just had to let off some steam, you know? It's because of what happened, isn't it? Yeah, and lots of other shit today. This bombing stirred up all this crap again. You know what I did? What happened there wasn't your fault. Cassie, you hurt that officer to save me. And you succeeded. You mustn't forget about that. That was so brave. Okay, you sound a little bit guilty here, Cassandra. Just a little bit. How can it not have been my fault? Juliet, I smashed the freaking skull of a father of 2 children because I lost it. Fuck. Who knows what would have happened if you hadn't stopped him? And this is why you really should remove this post. I feel like an asshole, the worst kind of asshole. I might be free, but not rightly so. I'm not innocent. Oh, Cassie. Nobody is innocent. You'll have to let go. So, we have a minor conflict here. Just a minor conflict. See, Cassie says she got angry. Like, she just got angry. She lost it. She lost it. And Juliet says that she did it to save her. I don't know which way to go. Any suggestions? Any suggestions? I feel like... I mean... You see, I don't know if she lost it because of what was happening to her friend. See, this says admitted guilt towards Juliet Carrington for having injured a police officer in a rage. But was the rage caused by what the police officer was doing? And this says injured a police officer to protect Juliet Carrington. Now, they can both be true, and I'm gonna go for the protection thing. I don't think she meant to, like, do it. I don't think she meant it. Yeah, I really don't think she meant it. I'm gonna go with this. You know, she did it to save her friend. She may have, you know, hit a little hard, but, you know, she did it to help her friend. What? Where did that come from now? This is perfect. We can arrest her and open the investigation again. However, we probably won't be able to hold her for long if it really happened in defense of this Juliet. And chances are there's other witnesses that haven't come forward, you know. There's always other witnesses. Very good work. The intervention team is already on its way. We'll need to wait for confirmation. In Miss Watergate's case, it was not a problem to get her address with the help of local police due to her former record. Okay. We have a new chat. I thought about what you said. Maybe you're right. I should take the post down. It'll be better, believe me. Wait a second, somebody's at the door. Be right back. No. No. Okay, I'll wait. Yeah. It's the police. By the way, how is your boyfriend? You still together? You haven't been talking about him all that much lately. Well, not as much as before. This just became a really bad conversation. Hello? Are you still there? Cassie? I'll inquire if all went well with arresting Miss Watergate. You did a good job in any case. Although we have no proof she is involved in the bombing, we might be able to question her. Despite acting in defense of this Juliet, she seems to be quite unstable and a threat. Yeah, I think she might need some professional help, possibly. You know, maybe the drugs aren't working right. I don't know. She at least has emotional issues. You know, she might need a little counselling. I don't know. Okay, I just received confirmation that she is now in custody. Very good work indeed. I'm curious about this thought group though. Whether they... Oh god. 2 dead after second explosion. No. Take a look at the news. I don't really want to take a look at the news. Breaking news, 2 dead after second explosion. Boynton, explosion at Stelligan University campus kills 2 students. Is there a connection to yesterday's assault? Let's read this story. Explosive charge set off at Stelligan. That is horrible. 2 dead, similar approach, same letter found, so these assaults are connected. And as if that wasn't enough already, Miss Watergate was in custody at the time, so that's her out of the picture, at least for this attack. Ugh, this complicates matters massively. So much for our simple test case. I need to speak to my superiors, see how we're going to proceed given these extenuating circumstances. You did good today. You can log off and get some rest by clicking the button on the top right of the desktop. Try and get some sleep. I have a feeling the next few days are going to be trying at best. Okay, so we're going to read this story. At least 2 people dead, 3 injured. Once again, a letter has been received just before the crime. The university campus has been closed off immediately after the incident. Half an hour ago, an explosion occurred at the campus of Bonton University. According to the latest reports, at least 2 people were killed, with a further 3 injured severely. The area was evacuated immediately. According to yet unconfirmed statements, the city administration office of Bonton received an anonymous letter just minutes prior to the detonation, which again contained the first 3 stanzas of the German folk song, Der Gedanken sind frei, the thoughts are free. Exactly like the letter received before the assault on the Freedom Plaza yesterday. We will inform you about any developments on this event as soon as further details are available. HH. Okay. So, that is the first episode. Yeah, I want to finish my data chunks for the day. It's okay. I don't think I had anything left. Now you've got me wanting to check if there's anything I possibly missed. Stupid game. It all looks done. There are pictures I can take. Like, I can take this picture if I want. I won't be able to take that next time. But I think it's all good. It's just that timeline thing with the picture that... Yeah. Okay, it's just pictures. So we'll log out. Based on the data you submitted, you have learned the following. Global. Assault on Freedom Plaza. A severe assault occurred at the Freedom Plaza yesterday. Cassandra Watergate was present there prior to the assault and is thus being investigated. Activist Group Fort. Hints of the involvement of an activist group named Fort have been found. A second assault at Stelligan University occurred, seemingly connected to the first. This suggests Cassandra Watergate is either not the only perpetrator or not involved at all. And then we learn stuff about Cassandra. She's been criminally charged with the injury of a police officer at a past protest at the Freedom Plaza. She's an artist. The former criminal case was closed due to a lack of evidence. She's in a relationship with her lawyer Joseph Langley. She seems to have undergone a radical change after she joined the activist group Ford. Collected data shows a potentially dangerous personality. More thorough investigation by law enforcement is suggested. Juliet Carrington claimed that Cassandra defended her by injuring the police officer, and an arrest has been made. Okay, so that is episode 1. Now, I could click next day and go to episode 2, but I'm not going to do that. Going back to the main menu. Yes. Okay. I really like this game. This game is really different and interesting. There's my character from when I played the demo. So, multiple bombers possibly, or I don't know. But things are definitely kicking up. Guess we'll have to investigate whatever's going on with that, as well as continue investigation on Cassandra in the next episode? I don't know. I do not know. But I am planning on streaming that episode in 2 days. Preferably a little earlier than right now. You know, probably start a couple of hours earlier than that, if there's not any issues. But I will definitely be doing it in 2 days. And then episode 3 will be 2 days after that, episode 4 2 days after that, and episode 5 will be like a week later because that's when it comes out. But I wanna stream all of these. I really like this game. It is really interesting. And the subject matter is cool. So guys, so I am going to be ending the stream here because the game is finished. You know, this part of the game is finished. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe, whatever, you know, whatever. I'll catch you guys in another stream or video somewhere. Maybe comment section of a video. I don't know. Bye for now. Bye.